Okay, today we are digging into a real blueprint for building a $1 million AI business. And get this, with 0 employees. This all comes from an expert who's actually pulled it off. So forget all that get-rich-quick noise. We're talking about real, actionable opportunities you could literally start today.
So, the big question is, what does it actually take? I mean, what kind of AI business can really get you to $1 million without a whole team? That's exactly what we're going to break down. We're going to look at 5 specific, high-potential models that are already working out there in the real world.
So here's the game plan for this explainer. We've taken that expert's blueprint and we're boiling it down for you. For every single one of these 5 businesses, we're going to cover the cost to get started, how much effort it'll take, and this is the best part, the kind of income you could be looking at per day. All right, let's jump right in.
All right, we're going to count them down, from 5 all the way to number 1. And we're starting with a service that is, honestly, so clever and something pretty much every local business out there could use.
Kicking us off at number 5, we've got the AI appointment setter. The concept here is super simple, but really powerful. Businesses will pay you to handle all their incoming calls with an AI that books appointments automatically. Think about it. They never, ever miss a potential customer again.
So let's break this down. The cost to get started, super low. And that's because you're not building some complex AI from scratch. You're just using awesome platforms that already exist, like VoiceFlow. Now, the effort is medium. You do have to learn the software and, find some clients. But the payoff? Man, it's huge. We're talking up to $1,000 a day, and you only need a handful of clients to get there.
And this is what makes it such a brilliant pitch. You're basically walking into a business and saying, hey, I can give you something that works 24/7, never calls in sick, and performs better than a full-time human receptionist for a tiny fraction of the cost. I mean, that's a no-brainer. It's an incredibly easy sell.
All right, let's move on to number 4, the AI content repurposing service. This one is huge right now. You take a client's long-form content, like a podcast or a long video, and you use AI to slice and dice it into tons of short, viral-style clips for social media. It just explodes their reach.
And check out the numbers on this one. They're just as good. The cost is low again because amazing AI tools like Opus Clip or Video do all the hard work for you. The effort is medium. You got to pick the best clips and talk to your clients. But the income potential is serious. Every creator, every brand is desperate for more content to feed those social media algorithms, and you're the one who can provide it.
And if you think that income sounds a little too good to be true, get this. The expert we're drawing from for this explainer, he knows a freelancer who is doing this exact thing right now and is pulling in $30,000 a month. A month! And that's from just 7 clients. That's the power of this model right there.
All right, coming in hot at number 3 is the AI sales chatbot. This is where things get really interesting. You're setting up an AI that jumps into a company's DMs, their text messages, even their emails, and actually turns those conversations into sales. It's like having a sales team on autopilot. Okay, so you'll notice a little shift here. The cost and effort are both medium now, and that's because building a bot that can actually sell takes a bit more skill. But look at the income potential. It takes a big leap. And why is that? Well, it's simple. You're not just saving a company time anymore. You are directly making them money. And let me tell you, when you offer a business owner a service that literally prints money for them, writing you a check becomes a very, very easy decision.
Okay, our runner-up at number 2 is the AI Data Cleanup Agency. And this is a big one. See, most companies, they're sitting on this absolute mountain of messy data. We're talking emails, spreadsheets, customer records. It's a disaster. You're the person who comes in, cleans up that digital garage, and then layers an AI on top of it. Suddenly, the business owner can just ask questions about their own company and get smart, instant answers. Yeah, this is where you really start moving into the world of high-ticket consulting. And the income potential shows it. We're talking up to $3,000 a day. You're not just a tech person anymore. You're the expert who can find the gold hidden inside all their messy data.
And the value you're providing is just immense. It's not about making things tidy. You're helping a business owner make better decisions. And as our source put it, those decisions could save them 50 grand, 100 grand, maybe even $1 million a year. Now that is a service people will pay top dollar for, no question.
And that brings us to the number 1 spot. The top AI business opportunity on our list is the AI Inbox and Calendar Manager. What does that mean? It means you basically become an AI-powered executive assistant.
You come in and automate like 95% of the email and scheduling nightmare that is just eating CEOs and entrepreneurs alive every single day.
So why is this number one? Honestly, it's the perfect storm. The cost to start is low. You're just using AI agents and automation tools, not hiring anybody. The effort is medium. Yeah, you got to really understand a CEO's workflow to set it up right. But the income potential, it's just staggering. We're talking up to $5,000 a day. Why? Because you're selling a CEO the one thing they can't buy more of, their time. Now, if you're thinking $5,000 a day, that sounds crazy. Let me tell you about a real company doing this called Fixer. In just 5 months, they scaled to over $10 million in annual revenue. Do you know what that breaks down to? $27,000 a day. The scale of this opportunity, it's just on a completely different level. So there you have it, 5 incredible business ideas. But look, an idea is just an idea without a plan, right? So that brings us to the next crucial part, the actual blueprint for making one of these happen. It's a really simple 4-step framework that our expert calls the AI Startup Ladder. And the logic behind this ladder is just brilliant, because it takes almost all the risk out of starting a business. First, you validate. You don't build a single thing until you've proven someone will actually pay for it. Step 2, pre-sell. That's right, you get money in the bank before the service is even fully built. Then, once you have that commitment, you move to step 3, deliver. You pour everything you have into making that first client wildly successful. And only then, after all that, do you move to step 4, build. That's when you turn it into a product and automate what you've already proven people want. Now that first step, validate, it's absolutely the most important one. And to show you just how simple it can be, our source actually recorded himself making a real validation call for that number one idea, the AI Inbox Manager. Let's see how it works in action. So what happens on the call is amazing. He gets his friend talking, and his friend admits that managing all his rental properties and just household stuff through his email is a total nightmare, a huge mental drain. Then comes the magic question. He just asks, hey, what would it be worth to you if I could solve that? And the answer he gets back? At least $10,000 a week. And that's literally it. Boom. In one quick phone call, he identified the pain point, he got the customer himself to put a huge price tag on the solution, and he booked the next meeting. That right there is a perfect validation. And you know, this really brings us to the single most important lesson in this whole thing. The AI, the tools, they're amazing, they're powerful, but at the end of the day, they're just tools. Success isn't going to come from the AI. It comes from you. You have to be the one to go out there, find the customer, validate their problem, and actually make the sale. So we've laid it all out. 5 massive opportunities. A 4-step ladder to get you there. The only question left now is the one that's up to you. Which one are you going to build?